Tonight on the show, we discuss UFOs and cryptozoology. The night show starts now. So recently, and by recently I mean a couple of weeks ago by the time this episode airs.
Not that we don't film them the night before.
There was a video that came up on YouTube. And now the reason that I want to talk about this video is because a couple of copies I was able to find have popped up over YouTube. One, in particular, now there was a UFO over Olive Branch, Mississippi, which isn't very far from where we film our show. I'm going to show you a couple of highlights or just a few photos here because this is a very local person that has posted this up, and we'll leave a link to her video.
We don't want them to kick our ass.
Right, in the description. And you can check it out there. So here you see that video. That's the UFO. Now, the reason this UFO gets a little bit more leeway is because a buddy of mine, Jerome, also lives in Olive Branch and filmed his own version. And here's a little snippet of that.
Put that bear in the blue thing floating in your mind. In the cannon. That's not an airplane, baby. That's not an airplane. That's not an airplane.
And we'll have links to both of those videos in the description. Now, that leads us to our first discussion tonight. Aliens and UFOs.
Well, first off, that ain't no airplane.
Ain't no airplane. Yeah. I love you, Jerome.
I don't know how you feel about it, BURCHAM. I feel like in a universe as big as ours, it would be arrogant to presume that all religion aside, we're only speaking, philosophically here.
Right.
But as big as the universe is, it would be arrogant for us to think that we're the only ones in it. I
agree with that. And, there's been so many things, especially with that, God, I can't think of the name of it, that telescope that's been bringing us all the planets and things lately.
Yeah,
Hubble? Yeah, the Hubble scope. That really does lead me to believe there's something else out there. Would these beings be able to reach Earth? I doubt it. Unless there's some kind of technological thing that we haven't discovered yet, which is highly possible.
Yeah.
I seriously doubt that aliens are coming to Earth. I don't feel like that's going on.
But either way, Hubble vision gives us this brand new look at exactly how vast, we'll just say, our galaxy is.
Right. I definitely believe there's other life forms out there.
There has to be, really.
Statistically speaking.
Now granted, they're probably not like us.
Right.
They may not even be humanoid.
Right.
Honestly, odds are they're not humanoid.
Right. Odds are. They would have had to have gone. They definitely, most likely, would have gone through a different evolutionary. What do you call it? Process conditions than our species on Earth did. So, but I definitely think that there's more out there. The reason I don't buy into the whole UFO thing is because I just think there's so much going on Earth that we don't know about, that maybe there's other military testing and shit like that going on with aircrafts and things.
And let's be honest, we kind of have our own slew of mysteries to explore here on Earth.
Right.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's what we're going to talk about next. So let's segue into our next topic. Now, these are some other cryptids that exist or don't exist, depending on what you think or believe. And we're going to talk about that. And the first one is Bigfoot. Reese, you want to give your thoughts on Bigfoot, Sasquatch, Abominable Snowman?
Big guy.
He's a big guy.
Big guy, Bigfoot. He's got big feet.
Big old feet.
Big ones.
Yeah.
Lives in the forest.
In the woods.
That's funny.
I can't get in. I can't get behind Bigfoot because all the videos we get, I feel like are bullshit.
I agree with that. I think that, maybe there's something like him out there. But if so, I don't feel like it's widespread enough that everybody and their mother has a Bigfoot video.
Yeah. And you've got shows like The Search for Bigfoot
that always end with them finding Bigfoot.
Yeah, I know, right? And you would think as many people are looking for Bigfoot that we would have found at least an explanation, but we haven't.
I mean, they're big tracks to follow.
Right, but I just don't buy it. So what about the Loch Ness Monster?
Well, at first I was like, it's one lake. It's a big lake, but it's one lake. And then what I've heard, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but what I've heard is they think that at the bottom of this lake there is an underwater tunnel that could possibly interconnect several lakes together. So if that is the case, it's possible, doubtful.
I have my doubts about this one, and here's why. Literally every photo of the Loch Ness Monster that has at least become famous has been debunked and proven to be fake, or the people that took the photo finally admitted they were fake. Probably the most famous one of the Loch Ness Monster was that blurry black and white one.
I know the one. I've seen it.
And since the person that took that photo has admitted that photo was faked.
Yeah. The thing about cryptids is it's hard to say that something like that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Because the margin for error, I guess, is so great.
Right.
That it's almost impossible to say that something does or doesn't exist on the planet anymore. But one thing that I'm fairly sure doesn't exist is the Jersey Devil.
Yeah, I can see that.
Great folktale.
Great, yeah, and I feel like it goes in with the Mothman too.
Yeah. But the Mothman, at least, I can kind of get behind. Like,
I don't know that much about it.
Well, basically, the whole thing about it is it's this guy that shows up. He's got big wings, red eyes, like, very moth-like, and he shows up in towns before a great calamity happens. The most famous one is the one with the bridge. There's a movie about it.
I don't know. I haven't.
In the movie, The Mothman Prophecies, the story revolves around this town. It's the most famous sighting that he's that's ever been told about him, and apparently several dozen residents of this town saw him. And he predicted a collapse of this bridge, and it apparently happened. But
well, what about Chupacabra? That's the last one we've got listed here to talk about. I feel like the Mothman and the Jersey Devil should go on a different video in the future.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Definitely the Mothman.
Yeah. But it doesn't. But let's talk about Chupacabra. What do you think about this one? I've never seen... But now, see, here's the thing. There's been a lot of weird and strange animals killed that people think are Chupacabras.
Yeah.
So, of all of the ones, Chupacabra is probably the one I can get behind the most. I don't think it's one animal.
Yeah,
I think it's probably
with that.
Several different animals.
Like an unclassified species as of yet.
Yeah.
And... basically, what it all boils down to, imagine a vampire bat that runs on 4 legs instead of 2. Or instead of flying around. Vampire bats run around on 2 legs. The wings are for show. They just flap them to be scary.
I like the thought of them walking, going...
That's how it happens, man. I don't know if you've seen a vampire bat, but we have. We hunt them.
Oh, so now you guys are professional vampire bat hunters?
We are.
We are. We're vampire. You know what? I could do that.
Supernatural.
I think we've just thought of another video for the future.
Supernatural.
Supernatural.
Okay.
Reese and BURCHAM.
Pin in that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that later. But your thoughts on Chupacabra? Proceed with your thoughts.
I don't see why it couldn't be a thing.
I don't either. Now, I feel like it's the most believable of all of these.
I agree with that. Out of the lot, the Mothman is the one that I want the most to be real because it almost gives credit to an otherworldly presence.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that I can see being the most real is definitely Chupacabra.
But if there's one thing I think we can agree on is real, I'm going to say it's definitely dinosaurs.
Yeah, I'm questionable. I'm not sure. I don't know. I've never seen a dinosaur.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say dinosaurs are fucking real. But there's somebody who would disagree with me. My wife showed us a little video last week of this
Oh, goodness.
crazy girl. Let's take a look at that video right now.
So I wanted to talk tonight a little bit about fossils that are found in the ground. A fossil is not actually a piece of bone. Far-fetched, right? Why would the bone that was found or the fossil that was found actually be the exact same thing as what was originally hypothesized without any other evidence? It doesn't make any sense. Turn that into what it was before I ripped it apart. Here. You can have some spackle too. As much spackle as you want. Here, turn this into what it's supposed to be. If you want to keep your job, you come up with a Brachiosaurus skull. If you want to be truthful, you come up with whatever it was that I smashed apart to get this stuff. When millions of dollars are on the line, which one are you going to do? My guess is you're going to go with the Brachiosaurus. That's where the money is.
Okay, first off, I will say, at least she's hot.
In that, like, crazy sort of way.
I don't think she's very educated on the subject.
I think that's fair to say. Her education in itself is a cryptid.
Her point is fledgling. Is that the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
She obviously has no idea what paleontologists do because they don't just glue together random rocks.
That's what I did when I was a paleontologist.
Are paleontologists even the ones? Are they the ones that even do the fossils?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
because I
so.
was thinking, for some reason, I was thinking it was archaeologists, but they find other things. Never mind.
But
take that out.
it's a very stupid point.
Yeah, it's
that you glue. I mean,
her point is that you find particular pieces of rocks in the ground and then do arts and crafts for money.
yeah. Now, what I don't like and where I think really gets to where I can't even respect her theory is the arrogance that she shows in this video, like the attitude and the arrogance and bitchiness that she shows toward the subject. If you're going to be that arrogant about something, you really need to educate yourself and know what the fuck you're talking about before you get that fucking arrogant. And she did not do that. She is completely uneducated on the subject. And
I do love that the video ends with basically her mic drop. You know,
like here's her mic drop, and she thinks she's just like the smartest motherfucker in the world when really she's just so fucking stupid. And you know, there's a lot of people, Christians against dinosaurs, but here's my point on that. And Reese and I, without getting too far into a religious debate, I feel like these kind of religious people, rather than, okay, you've got a theory or an idea about something, and then evidence is presented, solid, undeniable evidence is presented that throws a kink into your theory. Rather than updating your theory or allowing that to be a part of your theory, which is something that I, to my credit, do with my religious beliefs, you essentially stick your fingers in your go, blah, 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 blah. And
so
that's
yours is wrong. your evidence is not concrete because this is the way it is.
I don't believe that, though. I don't have, like, a concrete evidence. I have
No. I was speaking
Oh.
from the dinosaurs, or Dinosaurs against Christians thing.
Dinosaurs against Christians. It's a new movement.
I would
It's
see that
stupid.
movie.
Christians against dinosaurs.
Yeah, Christians versus dinosaurs.
Christians first.
I don't know. That might be a good movie.
It may be.
But that's my point. You know, you've got solid evidence that your theory is incorrect, and you just blatantly and arrogantly, in her case, dismiss that evidence. Before you get a fucking attitude about your hypothesis.
Do you not agree with this? If you don't, you know what? We invented something. It's called a comment section.
That's right, and it's just below the video here, so feel free to leave your thoughts on anything we've discussed today in that comment section.
Oh, absolutely.
And the comment section is definitely real.
It
yeah.
is.
Oh, yeah.
Not a cryptid.
And if you don't believe us, try scrolling down a little bit and checking that out for yourself. And while you do that, let me tell you something else.
Oh, please.
Another thing that you can do that's really awesome. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Yeah, I bet they might like it too, if they're cool like you. If not, you need new friends, bro.
You got a little brown on your nose, bro.
Because you're too cool to be hanging out with these people. But anyway, no matter what you think, all bullshit aside, thank you for liking and sharing this video. Don't forget to subscribe because Reese and I will be back tomorrow with an all-new episode. So that's all the more reason to subscribe. And until then, I'm Dusty BURCHAM.
Michael Reese.
Good night, everybody.